The iPad mini 6 expected to launch alongside with iPhone 13 in September. It may come with a refreshed design with the new M1 or A14 Bionic chipset. Now that the launch of the iPad mini 6 on the cards, we decided to tell everything we know so far about the tablet. Apple iPad mini 6 design renders have leaked. The upcoming small iPad is expected to get major redesign with narrow bezels. Leaked iPad mini 6 design images by the tipster John Prosser also reveal that the iPad mini 6 will switch to USB Type-C port over the Lightning port. The renders uploaded by the John Prosser shows that the home button is missing on the iPad mini 6. Apple is said to push the bezels further to offer more screen in the same footprint. Prosser claimed that the iPad mini 6 will look like the smaller version of the 2020 iPad Air. Just like the iPad Air, Touch ID is moved to the power button on the top edge. Prosser, citing his sources, revealed that the speaker have dramatically improved. Another interesting change rumor is that Apple will ditch the Lightning port in favor of the USB Type-C port. The upcoming iPad mini will launch in a three-color: black, silver, rose, and gold. Prosser sources further claim that the iPad mini will come with Apple Pencil support. However, the new pencil is much smaller in size. It could be rumored Apple Pencil 3. It could be rumored Apple Pencil 3 that was rumored to launch earlier this year alongside with the Apple iPad Pro M1. Other specs include 5G support and A14 chip found on the Apple iPhone 12. There is no word on the iPad mini 6 launch date. However, Bloomberg claimed that the upcoming small iPad mini launch in this year with the new entry-level iPad. The iPad mini 6 was expected to launch alongside with the iPad Pro 2021 that was introduced during the April 20 spring-loaded event, but that did not happen. So we are guessing that the tablet will make way in September this year. The iPad mini 5 launched back in 2019 and is due for update since then. We did not hear reports suggesting that launch to take place during the spring-loaded event on April 20. But that did not happen, so we are still guessing that as to when Apple will launch new iPad mini. The iPad mini is smallest tablet in the range, especially meant for people who do not want big iPad Air or iPad Pro. As far as the iPad mini 6 is concerned, the tablet is supposed to get design refresh.